And here's where this ties into the admin conversation, right? When the owners, you guys, are operating at that level and you believe in your company and you know that it's your obligation to enroll those summer campers and those after schoolers and to have a relationship for many years with those parents, you are inherently going to pass that down into your training, into your daily conversations, to your admin, and they are going to adopt that same perspective that you have. And let me tell you what happens. Just like you heard from Sonny, who's one of our newest members, that his admin enrolled 2 people over the weekend, you will have regular days where your admin enrolls people. So going back to my ROI conversation here. So if you want that ROI of 3 to 6, they need to close 2 to 3 sales a month. If we had an admin that was only closing 2 to 3 sales a month, they're either poorly trained or we're not doing a good job marketing. And here's where this is interesting. And I'm going to open this up for the chat section. So be prepared to type, my friends. Once you hired your first admin, this is for all of our multi-year members that have been with us forever. Where did you start to focus your time as an owner when you weren't the one answering the calls, responding to the emails, giving the, responding to social media messages, posting on social media? When you were able to successfully delegate that to the admin position, where were you able to start moving forward as an owner with your own time? Now, for me personally, what's interesting is I love marketing. So anytime that I was able to get things off of my plate, I leaned into the marketing, which would create more leads. Some of you already have a full-on marketing team. You guys are already ready to rock. So for some of you, that extra time equates to time with your family, time in the gym, time to travel. Like you guys, some of you have that position now where it's like you have the ability to recharge. So I just want to put that out there. If you want that 3 to 6 ROI, your admin person just needs to do 2 to 3 sales a month, and that's it. And I guarantee you that they will. In fact, I want to give a shout out to Lauren. I've said this many times from our live events. I watched her one year close. It was like 28 students, right?
The first one,
The first one, right?
Yeah.
She closed 28 students in one day, which was like the Friday before summer camp started. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, that is incredible. Like what a record-breaking day that was, right? Mm-hmm. Just do the math on that. Mm-hmm. Then the following year, when we had expanded into a second location, you closed 44 kids.
Full summer. For
full summer memberships on the Friday before summer camp was set to start. Now, that was the only year you were able to do that because moving forward after that point, it was always sold out.
So, yeah.
There's no way you could have sold that many.
Can't do it anymore.
But how exciting is that, right? So always have that mindset of anything is possible. Now, with that being said, let's see here. Jason had a quick question. He says, do you give an admin a business cell phone to do all the calls? We did, right? And when we got our start in the game, we just had an extra iPhone. The morning admin would use it. And then when the PM admin shows up, the PM admin would use it. They would take it home on the weekends, or we would take it home on the weekends as owners. Because here's the beautiful part about this. Once you enroll your 75 families, if you want 100 kids, right? Again, remember, 75 families with siblings typically yields 100 kids. Once you get your 75, every other person after that goes on the waiting list. You're going to have a shocking discovery where suddenly you don't have to answer the phone on the weekends because it's not urgent anymore. But during your first year or two, as you're building up to that sold out point, we would take calls at 10 o'clock at night and we would sign up people on the phone that have never been to our campus at 10 o'clock at night. How come? When do parents enroll?
When it's convenient for them. When they're ready. It's not when you're ready. It's not when your business hours are. It's when they're available. And you're serving working families. Just that friendly reminder. That's the whole point. You're serving working families. So they're working during the day.
And when they get home, they're feeding their kids some ravioli and trying to throw them in bed real quick. And then they jump online to start shopping around for after school at like 9 o'clock at night. So when you open up your mindset to like, let's just serve everybody when it's convenient for them, you pretty much only have to do that like 1 or 2 seasons and then you'll be sold out. And then the rest of your experience moving forward is so much easier.